Without a shadow of a doubt, it's the Crumpet Show in social media history. I want to welcome you to a special edition of the War Zone. Say, man, they've been calling all day, but it don't matter. Say, get on your phone and call them and tell them I'm the 5-star general. It's time to eliminate a bunch of you boule Negroes. And guess what? I'm just the man for the job, too. We're going to talk about Rhonda Skilling Jones, and then we go bust this Energized for STEM thing wide open. Let's go, man. Say, man, I want to welcome you to a special edition of the War Zone and tell you thank you for taking the time out, for tuning in, because you know without you good people, I would not have a show. So I want to start this off by saying I want to congratulate South Carolina State for winning the Celebration Bowl, the Black National Championship of college football, and congratulate Coach Prime on a hell of a season. He ends the year 11-2, and I think it'll only get better from there. But to the winners of the game, man, because I'm going to be honest, and Dion would probably say I'm telling the truth, don't nobody remember second place finishes. So South Carolina State, congratulations, my friend, and it is what it is. In hip-hop today, it's a sad day. If you from where we from, which is the old school, today we lost a true pioneer. He died of stage 4 cancer. The Kango kid from UTFO passed away today. I grew up on that music, and just want to send condolences out to his family because he was a true pioneer. Started off dancing for Houdini and made his rounds on the Fresh Festival back in the day, and then had a monster hit with UTFO Roxanne the day he passed away. So, you know, my condolences to him as well as his family. You know, for the last few days, we've been dealing with some things down in the Houston Independent School District. The former board president, Rhonda Skilling Jones, was indicted on December 14th. And the indictment was unsealed 2 days ago. And I'm going to tell you, the city's been on fire. You got politicians on pins and needles right now. And you should be. I had to take yesterday and really compose myself because I thought about it. And I thought about all the days that some schools didn't have what they needed. I thought about all of these kids that are now grown, that are out in the world, that can't spell their names, can't add, can't subtract. And every time you looked up, there was an excuse as to why our school district didn't have enough money for our kids. Now, they always seem to have enough money for the affluent communities and the white people's kids, and that's not their fault. It's our fault that our representation was always suspect. But I always tell y'all, do some background checking on these people before we get to accepting them to be our leadership. You need to do background checks on people. If you go back a long time ago, back when Gary Graham was accused of murdering somebody, there were only 2 witnesses to that murder. There were only 2 witnesses to that murder that a lot of people feel that Gary never committed, that they feel that they executed the wrong man. And those 2 witnesses were Rhonda Skilling Jones, a young girl at the time, and her mom. A lot of people also feel, allegedly, that they were paid off by the police to say what needed to be said in order to convict Gary Graham and then ultimately execute this brother. And see, we need to do background checks on these people. I don't care what they got in their background. See, if we got a misdemeanor theft in ours, we can't volunteer in the school. We can't get through the VIPS program if we have something on our background. We can't be a part of the system if we have something in our background. We can't go into school and help kids learn how to do art as a volunteer. If we have the simplest thing as a misdemeanor theft on our background. I want to share a screen with you. And I want to share this screen with you. This is the background of Rhonda Skilling Jones. This is from, looks like December 27th, 1999, if I'm correct. I can't really see that. Let me see if I can make it bigger. I don't think I can make it any bigger than what it is. But this is a judgment on a plea of guilty. And it's for misdemeanor theft, $20 to $200 a check. Now, I want you to understand that if I had this same charge, I would not be able to go and volunteer in a school. But a person who has this same charge can sit on our school board and now be accused of improprieties as it pertains to money. How does that work? Where they do that at? Let's look at this, because this is amazing. Theft for $20 to $200. She did, looks like 2 days in the county, and then she had 2 days left. So now we'll go and we'll look at the actual background. It's kind of fuzzy. So let's see if we can get a better shot of it. Yes, we can. It was 2/19/99. The case status is complete. The offense was theft, $20 to $200. Misdemeanor of information, deposed, case disposition. Case completion date was 12/27/1999. Her bond was $1,000. But my point is, you can accept these thieves as board members. You can accept that thief as a principal at James Madison High School, because she has a background also. Look like all y'all was some kleptomaniacs back in the day. Looks like we can accept these people to run our schools, be over our school finances, but if one of us get the same charge, we can't even volunteer in the school. You feel what I'm saying? Let's look. Let's make sure we got everything. See what I'm saying? This is her, definitely. Texas versus Rhonda Jones, Skillering. You see what I'm saying? Theft. You even had driving while she had a suspended license. I mean, you were in a bunch of stuff. You were in a bunch of stuff back in there. And I don't care if you get mad. All of this is public record. This is public record. You see what I'm saying? This is public record. So answer, how do these people get to be over us? But we can't have this on our record and volunteer in the school. We can't go work with the PTO on the campus because we may have a record. We can't participate in a program with an organization, because I've had guys turned away when they scan their IDs because of their criminal history. But someone with a criminal history can sit on our school board. Someone with a criminal history can be a principal of a school for stealing. And then when you look up, the money is messed up. The whole system is jacked up. The whole system is jacked up. Let's go and look at this here, man. You see what I'm saying? This is a whole little file. This is a whole little file. So the person that used to stand up there and criticize all of us was no better than us. Let's make sure that you see this. The person that used to sit up there and criticize all of us was no better than us. This is your criminal history. So explain to me, and I'm gonna use him for an example. Explain to me why somebody like Lil Sam Smith, who made a mistake in his past, that y'all would give him a trespassing notice to not be able to even come on the campus for something that happened in his past, but the person that's up there helping them give him the trespassing notice has the same charge on her background, has the same charge on her background. And now let's go back up here, because I want you to understand this. This is Rhonda Skillen Jones's background, her criminal background. So you tell Sam Smith that he can't go to Forest Brook, he can't go to North Forest, and he can't volunteer. And if he goes, he gets a trespassing notice, which you guys gave him. But you sitting up there with the same charge. Wow. I had to decompress because it was a lot on my heart. And I got to stick it to some of y'all today. I got to stick it to you, but in a nice way. You remember all them days you told me I was crazy? You remember all them days y'all was all on social media, some of y'all, and you were dragging my name because I was on your favorite politicians behind? Or I was saying things about the school system and I was totally wrong. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He's a rabble rouser. He's the shut your mouth today. You know how I felt some of them days? I felt like giving up. But in the last 48 hours, I know that God put the right person on this assignment. He put the right person on this assignment. Now, today I got wind and I've been trying to verify and I haven't, but I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to put it out there that supposedly, allegedly, the feds went to former board member's house, Paula Harris. Now, we know for a fact that in the past, the feds have gone to people's houses and it don't look like they got picked up, and they did. So according to what I'm understanding, allegedly the feds went to former board member Paula Harris's house. Does it have anything to do with her best friend, Nicole West, who owns Westco and is a vendor with the district and has almost 30 different contracts? You remember that contract y'all had a few years back? $3 million for you to go check the screws on the bleachers at the stadium? This has got to be, I got to be punking y'all when I say stuff like that. I have to be punking y'all when I say stuff like that. A $3 million contract to go and check the screws on the bleachers in the stadiums. But we're talking about contracts. We have an in-school charter, ESTEM. I want to close this out. And for years, teachers have been complaining about not getting their money at Easton. You have a guy, Mr. Brooks, who owns Blazing Brook Academy. And as I told y'all yesterday, he's a vendor for the district, supposed to supply after-school enrichment programs as well as tutorials. And as far as the tutorials, he would have the actual janitor of the school doing the tutorials. But teachers have been complaining forever about not getting their money. Now, I know Mr. Brooks is going to say he doesn't hire teachers. He doesn't hire teachers. He hires people to help him with after-school programs. And I know that Lois Bullock is going to say that those teachers work directly for her. They don't work for Mr. Brooks. You know goddamn well I got the proof. I've been working on y'all since the summer. Who are some of the board members that sit on the board for Energize for STEM? Former HISD trustee Paula Harris. Former president of the NAACP, James Douglas. And somebody else sits on that board. But Is it true that Mr. Brooks was hiring teachers because he was a vendor with his enrichment programs and his tutorials? Or was he really hiring teachers and then outsourcing them to Eastham? Let me share a screen with you guys. Hold on a second. I want to see if I can make this bigger. I don't know it. I don't know how to do it. So you're gonna have to work with me on this. Let's see. Open in a new tab. We're gonna have to work with this. All right. Let's go here. Okay. So let's go here and let's look at this beautiful building. All right. Let's look at this beautiful building. So if you got hired to work for Blazing Brook Academy, this is the building that you would work in. This is the building that houses Blazing Brook Academy. There's a problem with the building. It's empty and it's been empty. Mr. Brooks, where is your school? You're hiring teachers for a building that is empty. Mr. Brooks, where is your school? So you're telling me that the people that own Eastham don't know about this. You're telling me that the board members, James Douglas, Paula Harris, don't know about this. This is your school. Let me see if I can make this bigger, dog. I think I might have found something. Hold on a second. Yes, there we go. This is your school. This is your school. So how do you run a school in a building that ain't open? Mr. Brooks, Paula, James Douglas, if you would like to prove me wrong, you're welcome to come on the show any day you get ready. But I recommend you sit your $5 ass at home and shut up and be quiet. I think that you need to think about your grandchildren, your children, your wives, your husbands, because I'm about to separate y'all. This is your school. Let me go in again. Let me see if I can make it bigger for you guys. All right, let me see if I can make it bigger. No, that's about as big as I can make it. But this is your school. So what we're going to do is we're going to back up a little bit. Let's back up a little bit. Wow. Let's back up a little bit. This is the enrollment. The total student enrollment for 2019-2020. All right, can you see that? Let me see if I can make that bigger for you. Oh yeah, we cooking with grease now. All right, so let's see if I can make this bigger for you. Okay, can you see that? This is the total enrollment. Now you noticed that you have Houston Math and Science Technology. You have Inspired for Excellence Academy. You feel what I'm saying? So now I wanna move over a second, and I want to make this screen bigger. So now we're gonna come in here, and we're going to look for Energize for STEM. Now I think I made that big enough for you guys. All right. Do you see all those schools? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. It's something strange about that number also, because it ain't no 5 schools that exist. Hold on a second, man. Let's come Monroe. You tripping, man? No, I'm not. Those are your 5 schools for Energize for STEM. Let me put this where you can see me. Let me put this where you can see me. 5 schools for Energize for STEM. But 5 schools don't exist. So if they have a made-up school, how are they doing it? Well, what they do is they change the last name of the student by a couple of letters. They change the student ID number by a couple of numbers. And now they submit. And they get paid for a whole school that does not exist. All right, so let's move on to the next slide. Let's see if we can make this bigger. Let's see if we can make this bigger. See, these are some of the people that your board members, all right? James Bullock is a board member. Lois Bullock is a board member. But I know for a fact that Paula Harris and James Douglas are board members. Let's go over here. James Bullock, I guess he founded the school. Went to Thurgood Marshall School of Law. He passed away. God bless him. This is the owner, Lois Bullock. Y'all see it? Lois Bullock has distinguished herself as a brilliant educational leader. Brilliant. Crooks tend to be that. So I want to come up in here and I want to make some of these screens bigger. Teacher selection, development, retention are at the mature stages. Teacher retention is at 80%. So where are you getting these teachers from? These teachers are not going through HISD to be vetted. So where are you getting these teachers from? Providing more opportunities for individual staff members included in the PLC operations, where weekly reviews of the THSP portal provides opportunities for individuals to participate in webinars and other personal development opportunities in a just-in-time environment. Well, you just in time for me to bust your ass. Well, hold on, let's see. Let's see what we got right here. Now, if y'all there, hold on a second, man. Hold on a second. All right. Let's go here. Application. Applicant name. This is for her Generation 24 charter school. This is our application for her charter school. All right. Physical address of each proposed campus. Number of board members, 3. Chairperson of governing board, Michael Lunsford. Let's go back and I want to see the date on this. Hold on a second. I need to see the date because I need to tie up some loose ends. Let's go to the next charter. Let's make this screen a little bit. So this tells you the process for hiring somebody. Vacancies will be advertised on the school's website, on university career placement websites such as Lamar University's hiringacardinal.com. I know that's true because I go to Lamar University. But the thing is let's keep going. All right, so now we're starting to get to the interesting stuff. List all previous experience with charter schools, include open enrollment schools and or campuses or program charters, and including dates, charter schools. So she says she was the assistant superintendent at the Texas Academy for Excellence from 2002 to 2004. This is Lois Bullock. Application overview. Let's go in here. Let's see if we need to look at this again. Once again, this is what it is. I need to back up one. I'm trying to find a date on this document. Okay, so let's open this up. Hold on, let me check something. I'm getting information in. Let me see something. All right, let's go. Now, let's get here. This is an actual check stub, and my client does not, we're good with my client. So I'm going to expose this. So Blazing Brook Academy, Blazing Brook Management LLC, at this fake address where no school exists, this is a non-employee compensation form. So if this lady, Sherry Shin, works at Lois Bullock School, then why does she have a 1099 for Blazing Brook Academy? Say, man, I just asked y'all something. If she's a teacher at Eastham, why does she have a 1099 from Blazing Brook? Well, you'll probably say, well, maybe she didn't work maybe she wasn't a teacher at Eastham. Sit tight, I'll prove that to you too. So let's move on. So if she wasn't a teacher at Eastham, let's blow this up. All right. She was an ELA teacher. Am I correct? Oh, so she did work at Energize for STEM. The middle school, Energize for STEM Academy Middle School. And this is her login where she has to sign in every day. She would sign in at 7:30. She'd take her lunch at 12:15. She'd check out at 12:45, and she would leave at 4:30. Hold on a second, man. She got a 1099 for Blazing Brook, but she's signing in at Eastham. Does that prove that Mr. Brook hired her? He hired her as a teacher for a building that is not open, that has no schooling going on in it. Then he shifted her over to Eastham. This is her sign-in log. Let's go. So let's open this up. But there seems to be a problem. Miss Shin sent an email. She say, I'm looking at my contract. I noticed I'm paid $225 per day. Hold on, let me put that up for y'all. This is an email. So what is going on over at Blazing Brook? Does she work for Blazing Brook or does she work for Eastham? Well, she's teaching at Eastham as an HISD teacher in an in-school charter, but she's conferring with Mr. Brooks about her money. And I wonder why, because he's only supposed to be supplying tutorials and enrichment. Let me double check something because I'm getting information as we speak. All right. So let's move on. Let's read this email. I'm looking at my contract. I noticed I'm paid $225 per day. I read my compensation is annual and is an annualized amount and will be paid over 10.5 months. I'm paid twice a month, $22.50 on the 5th and the 12th. However, this does not align with the salary that was offered to me. It does not align with the salary of $54,000 that was offered to me at the beginning of the year. The salary for 10.5 months will only be $42 $750. This will make my salary estimated $11,000 short to what was offered to me. I have attempted to reach out to you several times and request a copy of my offer. You have not yet forwarded me the offer letter or contract. You stated $54,000 is the highest Miss Bullock will pay for my salary. Can you clear up these concerns? Thanks. This went to Patrick Brooks. So I guess we've proven that she works for Patrick Brooks. Man, hold on a second, mate. Hold on a second, bro. Let me go back. Let me go back, man, so y'all can understand what's going on. This teacher was hired by Patrick Brooks for Blazing Brook Academy, who then outsourced her as a 1099 employee, a contract, like a subcontractor to Lois Bullock. The problem with that is there start being problems with the money. So according to this email, if you guys can see it, because it's pretty hard. I'm learning as I go with these computers. But the email is telling Mr. Brooks that she makes $225 a day, and over a 10-month period, she will only make $42,750 when she was promised $54,000, which will make her estimated annual salary $11,000 short. He would never answer the email. Let's keep going. So it's been proven. Okay, so let's blow this up. Let's back up. That's where we were. So now let's blow this up. Let's see what this is. Once again, she's reaching out to him. Good afternoon. I hope all is well. Were you able to get a copy of my contract? Mr. Brooks replies, Miss Shin, the copy was sent to you yesterday. What else are you looking for? Are you at work? You have been emailing me all day. And she replies, thanks for the insults. If email you at night or weekend, you don't respond. You don't get a break on this campus. He says, I know, not meant to be extra insult. I'm trying to work with 2 immediately family deaths and getting over pneumonia myself. Sounds like excuses to me. But let's keep going. All right. So let's go. Let's make this a little bit bigger and let's go over here. So once again, there's a problem with the money. Once again, there's a problem with the money. She emails him on another day. My check for this period is short and missing. I think she wanted to say missing money, but missing. He texts her back. He emails her back. Miss Shin, you were well aware that payroll is submitted one day after it is due. You never reached out, never returned any phone calls until it was already processed. They will forward the balance on Monday, 21st, and it will be processed then. So is he promising to forward her the balance, which her annual contract? Did he promise to give her the balance of her annual contract, which is $11,000 short? He's basically admitting that he's shortening this woman's checks. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go to the next slide. She emails him. This is unprofessional business practices. I submitted my timesheet, and there are several email exchanges pertaining to May 3rd and May 17th. And then he comes back and says, it is unprofessional. You should have reported as scheduled, and you should have answered the phone and said that you were not coming back. I can't make people pay you. Whoa, hold on a second. So who's paying her? He said, I can't make people pay you. So who does she work for? If you hired her, why would you have to make somebody else pay her? Let's keep going, man. If they don't pay me, I can't pay you. Whoa. Hold on a second, y'all. If they don't pay me, I can't pay you. So, Mr. Brooks, were you being paid by Lois Bullock? That would be the only person that would have to pay you for you to pay the people for a school that doesn't exist. Let's keep going, man. Now that you have taken care of most of what you need to do to close out right Monday so this can be put to rest. The contract we had ended, according to Sherry, this is what she sent it, ended on June 11th. I think she meant 2021. It is ignorant and unprofessional to email someone on the morning and the day that their contract 5:38 a.m. stating there was an error with the contract end date, telling me my contract ends with Blazing Brook on June 29th, 2021. You have failed me. You have failed me to sign a new contract. We already have salary discrepancies. The money needs to be in my account. June 21st, 2021, according to the previous email, you was paid. It has always been funny business with you and Ms. Bullock. Here's the email. Y'all be with me. The contract ended on June 1st, 2021. Hold on, I'm getting info. Exactly. I'm looking at all my pages, and one of the comments, they were trying to get her to work summer school for free. Exactly. You get it. So now let's move on to the next slide. All right. Let's blow this up for you guys. She emails him again. No, Patrick emails her. Hello, please continue as usual. Your last date will be June 29th, 2021. Next week, June 14th through the 18th, you will work as usual. Then starting June 21st, you will only work Monday through Friday until June 29th, at which point you may be asked to continue summer school until July 8th. I will keep you posted on what will occur July 8th. Forward, thanks you for all you do. Why is a man who owns a company in a building that does not house his actual school telling a teacher from Eastham what she needs to work? You're only supposed to be doing after school programs as well as tutorials. The scheme, the jig is up, man. Let's go to the next slide. All right, this is his school. Okay. Let's see what we got here. These are complaints to the Better Business Bureau. This is by far, and this was from David M. This is by far the most unprofessional employer and tutoring service in the Houston area. This company is ran by Patrick Brooks, and he is very unprofessional, and his very unprofessional, unqualified staff. I worked for this company, and my checks would come out short since I started with the company. Many times I was made to look bad at the schools I worked at because I would be sent to different campuses and leave early from the current campus I was at and make excuses to cover the company. I still have not been paid my wages and have been ignored. Just hold on. I will be filing a lawsuit contacting the school board. It's a shame they send just anyone to these schools, although they claim their staff have certifications. Schools, please be aware. Please be aware as well. Do not work for this company. So let's go to the next slide. And let's look in here. Somebody did a 4-star review. They offer great programs for all students, great staff, very professional. And here, James Hoshberger says, Blazing Brooks Management is a recruitment firm for educators. They place me at my current school, which I love. They have done an excellent job helping all the teachers in the system during COVID-19. Blazing Brooks Management is not a placement firm. They are a vendor with the Houston Independent School District who knows about all this foolishness. And they should only be supplying after-school tutorials and enrichment programs. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see what else is here. Blazing Brook Management has done Lois Brooks. Blazing Brook Management has done a superb job in recruitment for educators. Very professional. This man is not running no goddamn temporary staffing agency. Y'all stupid. Let's keep going, man. Let's look at this one. This is a pretty long one. All right. Brenda. I wish I could post examples of how they communicate. They're very unprofessional. They can't even spell. Too many red flags. I should have never signed a contract in the first place. My personal phone number was given to students and an admin at the charter school. Saw nothing wrong with that. I just can't operate in a very disorganized place. I've worked in many schools and never have I seen such unprofessionalism. It is an at-will employment, and they will threaten to suspend your certification if you leave. Who is threatening to suspend your certification? It can't be Lois Bullock because she didn't hire you. It can't be the Houston Independent School District because they act like they don't know this is going on. So how can somebody who does after-school tutorials threaten to take your certification? Let's keep going, man. Please do not fall for it. There's nothing they can do. All talks, but no actions, because they have no grounds to do anything. Most of the teachers there are not even certified. So I wonder what they will say to them when they leave. They lied and said TEA told them to give me a second chance, which was to return to work, and they won't suspend my certification. Lies. They never reached out to TEA. Teachers that are certified, please, there are thousands of great schools that you can work for. They will start you at about $55K, and you will have benefits. Don't settle for less. Leave. Don't let them threaten you. If they have to nerves, that it doesn't make sense what she typed, I will put them on blast and reveal the school name and state all unethical things that are happening there against TEA. Wow. So let's go. Let's go to the next slide. If it's the next slide, it's so many. Okay. So let's just look at this Blazing Brook Academy. Okay. Blazing Brook Management, database of the corporate world. It said that's the company number, status is in existence, incorporated June 22nd, 2016. Registered address 14710 Trailbrook Drive. Alternative name Blazing Brook Management LLC. The agent is Patrick Brooks. Directors Veronica Carroll, Patrick Brooks, and Nicholas Obama is vice president. Okay, so this is just his house. This is not a school. Okay, so let's look at the next slide. Let's see. So this is where they say the school is located. This is where they say the school is located. 14710 Trailbrook Drive. That looks like a residential community. So you got a school and a house, and the rent is $14.10 a month. Let's keep going, man. This dude here. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Let's go, man. Let's go here, man. The Houston Independent School District should be ashamed of itself. It's no way that you got duped into believing that Lois Bullock could run a charter school. Lois Bullock isn't running a charter school. We don't even want to talk about all the people that she hires on visas from other countries. And then when they get tired of her foolishness, she threatens to have their visas revoked. We don't want to talk about that. We don't want to talk about that. We don't want to talk about special ed where you're getting all this federal money and you don't even take care of the special ed kids to begin with. Do you really want to talk about special ed when people like Miss Sherry Shen, you gave scripts to? When people would call and ask about special ed, you had a script that directed these kids to other schools. Do you really want to talk about special ed? Do you really want to have the conversation about the almost $3 million in PPP loans that Mr. Brooks and Ms. Bullock received combined, and you still got payroll issues? Why are you not paying these people when you got those PPP loans and you didn't pay them their money? Let me tell you what I'm finna do. I'm finna locate me as many teachers as I can locate from Blazing Brook Academy. I'm finna locate me as many teachers as I can locate from ESTEM. And I'm bringing them all to HISD, and you motherfuckers need to unlock the safe. It's time for people to get their money, man. And Paula, I recommend that you sit at home and don't open your mouth right now before you be facing some other issues. I'm just telling you what it is, baby. Because y'all around here playing, man. Y'all around here playing, man. Ain't nobody playing about their money, man. Ain't nobody playing about their money. Y'all done beat these people out their money, got PPP loans, and still won't pay them. Mr. Brooks should not be recruiting teachers for this facility. And more importantly, did you fail to cut state and federal taxes out of these people's checks? Did you fail to cut Social Security? Ms. Bullock, did you fail to allow these people to be a part of the insurance program of the Houston Independent School District so that they can have medical insurance? What type of demon are you? I think I just put the nails in y'all coffins. And y'all out there that got access to the media need to get them this video. Got a proof sitting there. And if they need hard copies, I got that too. But I'm going to shut that shit down. Why? Because it needs to be. But this is what has been going on in our school district forever. And HISD, you are not complicit. Don't act like you didn't know. And if you didn't know, you shouldn't be running a school district. Because you know exactly what's going on. Many teachers have reported this to your HR department. Did Grenita throw it under the rug? Let me send word to you clown politicians that got your hands all up in this too. Tell Rodney Ellis he's not the most powerfulest man in Harris County right now. Hold on. I'm just steadily getting the information, man. Hold on. wanna check something. Bear with me. I'm getting something. Y'all bear with me. We getting some information as we speak. See, because I love it when a plan comes together. Let's see. So I'm reading an article. And I'm trying to see when this article was written. Bear with me for a second. This was in 2019. Financial records show the Energized for Excellence, Energized for STEM, and Inspired for Excellence academies have maintained deep ties with a company controlled by Lois Bullock, who founded the three networks and works as head of each school. Hold on a second. Let's check something. Hold on a second, you guys. Hold on, because I can't do all this. She gets paid millions of dollars. So I want to go back because I didn't stop sharing the screen. I want to go all the way back to the beginning. Let's go all the way back. Let's go back to the beginning. I want you to pay special attention to this bottom screen. Now, this is an article from 2019. And it says financial record, and it's in the Chronicle. Financial records show that Energized for Excellence, right? Energized for STEM and Inspired for Excellence. Inspired for Excellence. Okay. And it says all three are controlled by Lois Bullock. So unless I'm fucking crazy, all three, let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many? You got 3 for the newspaper article, but you got 5 on the HISD registry. So HISD, you're telling me that you don't know that this woman has fake schools. You're telling me that you don't know that this woman got fake schools, multiple fake schools. Somebody going to jail, man. Somebody going to jail, bro. In the paper, you got 3, Ms. Bullock. You quoted that. But on the HISD registry, you got 5. 5. Hold on, y'all, because I'm getting this info, baby. We got to get it. Let's get it. Over the past 5 years, Energized for Excellence Academy has paid about $2 million annually in rent to Bullock's company. So Bullock is paying herself. She's paying herself the rent for the building that she owns. Bullock's company, which owns the 3 properties, but you have 5 on the HISD registry. Man, somebody going to jail, man. I'm through talking, man. Y'all people got to be crazy, man. And you got ex-board members caught up in this. Former NAACP President James Douglas. Man, all y'all need to go to jail, man. I'm through talking, man. It's a reason I'm the best in the business, bro. So every night, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, I think I proved my point tonight. HISD, I'm coming. And I'm going to keep coming. Until middle of the house, you may end up having a breakdown, because I am. The 5-star general. I expose corruption to the highest degree. And I want to see some more y'all locked up in the penitentiary. Say, man, a whole bunch of y'all gonna go to jail and be washing Big Bubba and Lil Lucy's drawers and panties. I'll holler at you Monday, man.